Right, J.A. last night in New Orleans at the Smoothie King Center. I don't know how you feel about Smoothie King, but the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. It was Memphis and Ja Morant winning at the buzzer. And I don't know if that was divine or not, but 34 points and your return to the court, spinning in the lane on a defensive stopper. I think defensive stoppers, by the way, are overrated. You bring up an offensive talent, a great talent, and a defensive stopper. Give me the great talent. Come on, he cooked Herb Jones down the stretch in the last two or 3 minutes. Anyway, Ja Morant back. It was fun to see, and I understand why the NBA did what it did in the 25 games, but I missed this guy. I missed watching him, and now I want more. Give me more Memphis. I had no interest in Memphis in those first 25 games pre-Ja. Now, rest of the year, load me up with Memphis. I want to see this guy do his thing.
It was a reminder. I had almost forgotten how exciting he is to watch, how dynamic he can be, how he really is one of the emerging young stars in the league. I just wish the story could feel more uplifting. It's not like he came back from an injury. It's not like Aaron Rodgers telling us he was going to make this miraculous return from a torn Achilles. He was suspended. We didn't have him on the court for the Grizzlies' first 25 games, specifically for his actions, for him not learning from the first mistake of waving a gun on social media. And then for him to be running around afterwards saying, I kept receipts. For what? What did you purchase? What are those receipts for? Like, what were people saying? Like, no one said you couldn't play anymore. No one said that, the Grizzlies aren't going to miss him. He's no good. We knew you needed you. That 6-19 record was almost a testimony to how important you were to this team. So no one was saying you couldn't play anymore. No one was doubting, is he still going to have when he comes back? The way he plays, rest probably suited him, right? Because he wasn't crashing to the floor during those first 25 games the Grizzlies played. He wasn't getting hurt. So I'm just having a hard time feeling uplifted by this story because it didn't prove that he's learned his lesson, right? It didn't show that. Was he humbled by this whole experience? I didn't get that sense. Did you?
He said he got closer to God. He got closer to God. So maybe. Look, time will tell. Time will tell if he's learned his lesson or not. I hope in his celebration last night he didn't go on IG Live.
Yes, that'll be sign one. Has he deleted his social media accounts? That'll be one step to indicate that he's learned from this experience. When your social media has cost you, it's cost him over a quarter, like $25 million probably, right? At least, in terms of the loss, he couldn't get the max extension that he would have qualified for if he would have finished out the season and been on an all-NBA team. It cost him, the money that he missed from being suspended, all these games. So, if losing that many millions of dollars can't at least convince you that social media doesn't need to play any role in your life, then he hasn't learned anything. I hope he's learned. I hope he's better for us. I hope he can be someone that we can feel good about. I hope that the story turns out to be one of redemption and that he can take his rightful place among the emerging young stars in this league. But I'm not ready to proclaim that based off one game, as spectacular as he was last night. And another question I still have, Michael, is Zion Williamson ever going to get with it? Ja is still ahead of Zion. This was a chance for Zion to catch up. Zion, they came into the league together, 2019 rookie class.
Yeah.
Ja has played more games than Zion. He scored more points in the NBA than Zion. And these two marquee games when Zion has a chance to steal the spotlight, he could have very well have upstaged Ja last night and been like, I'm the guy. Instead, Zion, I think, was minus 13 during his time on the court. Ja was like plus 12, including the game-winning shot. So I keep waiting for it to happen. Zion had a shot in the in-season tournament semifinal to show something on the national stage. Instead, he opened himself up to ridicule from Shaq and Barkley and Stephen A. Smith. So in one game back, Ja just continued to distance himself away from Zion. And I want to see Zion catch up and or surpass him to fulfill the expectations we had when he was the #1 pick in 2019.
Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.